Thank you, sir.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, chaotic got it.
Well, hello, welcome in, everybody. I guess there wasn't no intro. Like I thought there would be an intro, but I think we are live for sure.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
in to Sunday Tent Talk with Tazarello and friends, episode 13. Really appreciate everybody being here and hanging out. I
Yes, the
had uh,
13.
I had went live on my gaming channel and I don't do an intro on that, so I forgot to put it back like a perfect and appropriate stoner that I am. So what is going on, everybody? We got Chaotic Rage and Rock Solo on panel today. Um, going to be an exciting show. I'm super stoned already, so this is going to go great. What is up, John Lindsay? He's always first in the house.
Fucking looped.
What is what is up? Got Dragon. I,
Dragon with matches.
I
Let's
always
go.
want to say Dragon Witch, but then I know it's not, so I gotta read it. But what is
Yeah.
going on? How are you doing? Got who else we got in the chat? E is in the house.
Yee.
What is up? Cheers, everybody. Hi, friends.
There you go.
The no intro kind of got me a little bit.
Yeah. We
All
took a,
righty.
we took a week off. We're a little rusty. Forgive us.
Yep. But yeah, the I'll kind of let everybody in. The main reason why my mother had passed away May 11th of 2011, 15 years ago. That happened to be Monday, last Monday. So I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't think my head was in the game. So definitely just wanted to spend time with my wife and, you know what I mean, celebrate Mother's Day and stuff like that. So what is up? Thurgood Jenkins, how are you doing? What is
Hey.
up? Holy Toledo's in the house. I didn't even see your message right away. What is up? Glad to
Holy
see everybody.
Toledo.
So yeah, we got the outside grow is going, and I'm getting geared up now to plant outside. And I just found out that the last 2 years I got lucky. I got lucky that I didn't get busted or whatever because I had no fence around my stuff at all. I guess the way I have it, you can't see it from the road, but it still has to be in a fence. So this year I bought a dog kennel, a 7.5 foot by 7.5 dog kennel,
Mm.
and I'm gonna put that up. And I got like this white lattice that I put up on the one side. That's it. And it was like 16 inches wide. This year I got like a 3 foot one or like a whole panel. Um,
What exactly is the fencing for? Do they say why it's there?
yeah, so the kids can't just stumble upon it and fall into it.
Uh-huh.
So do we have to put fences up around nettles and thorn bushes and rose bushes and because cannabis doesn't fucking hurt you even if you grab the buds and you slap them on your face. I mean, you can fucking eat that shit and
It won't do nothing
you're
to
not
you,
gonna get
right?
fucking high. Like the kid ain't gonna get high. I'm so confused with this
Nothing.
shit, dude.
Yeah,
Like
it's
literally, like
their way of trying to keep a handle on things. Like
there's
my
just
kids
like a
know they could
thousand
just
other
stay
fucking
away from
plants
it.
out there that like
Yeah, because I don't want
are
them
way
like
worse.
playing. Yeah, I don't want them playing around my cucumbers, my sunflowers. I don't want a ball hitting my sunflowers or anything out there. You know what I mean? Like you said, I don't want. I got tomato plants and all kinds of stuff. I don't want my kids around. So, I mean, it's not
Like
that.
I could
It's
see why
not.
somebody would want to put a cage around it, but making it a law because they're trying to like keep children safe or some shit is like the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard of.
Yeah, yeah. To keep kids away from it. They don't want the kids to be able to
Like
walk
if
up
you don't
to
want
it,
it to be
pick a
seen,
bud.
just say you don't want it to be fucking seen.
Hmm. I don't know what kid can't climb. You know what I mean?
Or it's gonna have a fucking gate on it. He's gonna know how to fucking operate a gate, especially if he knows that it's a fucking weed plant. He probably wants to fucking steal it anyways. I mean, like,
If
you know,
it,
like,
if they're at that age, yeah.
you
I
know,
mean,
like,
I got a
I don't know.
camera that points right down on my spot. So I record. I'm able to see what happens. You know what I mean? An alarm goes off on my phone if anybody walks back there. Um, so it's already, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be locked up in a cage. If anybody walks around it, I'm alerted. I already know. You know what I mean? So the kid can't walk up to it and take anything or you know what I mean? It's just an extra precaution. Them trying to keep a handle on us old wranglers out here.
So it's I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Like it's so dumb. Like
You're hardening them off this week. Be out next week. So the way I harden them off is I put them underneath a tree. That way they're not in the direct sunlight for like a couple hours. Um, and then you know I mean let them come out up underneath the tree, stuff like that, or in the shade. Yeah, because you don't want to go straight out the direct sunlight. Maybe even take them out in the morning where you got just ambient light, or in the evening just ambient light. Um, but watch out! Don't take them like right back into your grow setup on the inside. You know what I mean? Um, I think I might, because I got a greenhouse. I might take mine out there into the greenhouse and harden them off out there. That way I don't have to keep bringing them in and out. But right now mine's like 2.5 foot, 3 foot tall.
Nice.
They're pretty good size. And I don't even know about the genetics. I don't know. What I should have did is I should have done what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to like the Mendo Dope Boys and get like some Hetty's OG and get something that I know is tested outdoors, and you know what I mean, is resistant to powdery mildew and bud rot, stuff like that. Because that stuff is tested up in Mendocino County, Northern California. You know what I mean, where it's like half tropical.
Mm.
And but I didn't do that. I didn't order any seeds from them. I probably should. Also, same living soil.
yeah, I just popped some auto flowers for outside. I honestly just started them in solo cups, and then after they get like 6 nodes, I'll just toss them out. Not like, no, in the ground outside, but yeah, it's literally like the only growing you can do. Like like especially around this area right here is just because there's so much fucking wild hemp in this county that it's like crazy. Like you can't grow any outdoor weed unless you want it all seeded.
Oh,
But
really?
that's one thing that like autoflowers, are good for around here is you can put them outside and
Get
you
an
can
early
keep them
harvest.
harvested before the males will even start dropping their pollen. You can usually harvest them before the other shit even starts to flower. I mean you can't really put anything in the ground until like June 1st, but after that, most autoflowers are done before the other stuff even begins to think about flowering the regular photo periods and the wild hemp and
Yeah, my autoflowers got seeded last year somehow. I don't know if somebody else was like doing some light deprivation with a male and try to get, you know what I mean, got themselves an early harvest on some pollen. I don't know, but yeah, all my autoflowers was seeded. I was so salty. There was no herms on them, and it was genetics that I had done inside. You know what I mean. I ran these genetics for like a year. You know what I mean. So it just got seeded. I don't know. Same thing with my
and
skunk number one. They got seeded outside the same
yes,
year.
it was. So the autoflowers you put them out early in the season,
No, the
or
June, July, and it was done. Well, it was done in like August, I would say. And
so they were done before the other stuff usually flowers around there, then, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, that's weird how they got seeded.
yeah. That's why I said I don't know. If somebody in my neighborhood was just doing like a light deprivation. You know what I mean? Had a plant outside that they would, you know what I mean, cover and then make it to where it was a 12 and 12. And you know what I mean? Because you can make a plant flower.
Oh yeah, well, just like Dr. Dank, he put when I first put that episode, out there that he was putting male plants outside. I'm like, dude, your fucking neighbors are gonna fucking hate you. He's like, No, man, like the shit's already flowering around. I was like, what? Like he's just like, yeah, they'll fucking. Well, I didn't realize that he had flipped them into flowers, so they were already like ready and going. I was just like, oh, so yeah, so he just put them outside, and yeah, they will definitely continue to go and throw pollen, and he could have collected the pollen before technically anybody even gets their plants out there, but
Right.
some people get them out there early because they want them to finish early, but.
Heat is going to be a problem for autoflowers this year for sure. Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. It's
It
gonna
is
be in the
already.
90s all week starting tomorrow.
Yeah,
Like
it's already hot.
87 today.
It's
There's no in
springtime.
between. It went from 60 to 90. Fucking
Yeah, I'm putting these
Galaxy, hi
autoflowers
friend.
right in a fucking floodplain. I'm just like,
Galaxy.
I am
Cheers,
not
brother.
fucking going down there and watering these fucking bitches every day. Like
Hmm.
these are just be like, why? Like I'll go down there like once a week, maybe twice a week, but I'm not going all the way down there to fucking check on these bastards fucking every day and water them every day. So I just put them in a flood. Like there's a creek down there, but I mean it floods whenever it storms. So I just put them just outside of like where it normally fucking floods, so they'll have plenty of. I mean, they'll be up. Their roots will grow into the into the water table
Yeah.
that's there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like if we get a big one this
Hi
this
friend.
fucking the
Hi
next two
Catherine.
months, like they ain't gonna be doing so well. Might get flooded out.
Hi, friend.
And then a buddy of mine,
Catherine.
he knows that I put shit down there, and he's like, you should just put them in like right in the creek, and I'm just like. There are so many people who freaking trout fish that creek. Like those plants will not make it, man. Like somebody will fucking try to harvest them before they're even flowering. Like, oh man, these are weed plants. They'll cut them down and take them. Like, like man, they ain't even buds on that shit. You're chopping that shit down and taking it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
People are
like you
idiots.
could. There's a difference like when when somebody's like taking your shit and when somebody just finds your shit and chops it down because they don't agree with it. Like because they don't take the plant with them. Like, they leave it right there.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like when your shit's missing, they fucking stole it. Like I definitely had plants like stolen that weren't even in flower. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that? You fucking idiots, man. Like they gotta be kids or idiots. I don't understand it. Like
Well, that's what we
go
used to
and
see. Like when
smoke
we were
them
kids
leaves.
and we fucking plant it and fucking come back a week later and the plant's stolen. I said, "What the fuck are you doing with the plant? You fucking loser! What are you doing?
Oh
Wait
shit.
till it's budding and steal a bud or
Yeah,
two. Like, be smart
yeah,
about it,
at
man."
Yeah.
least, man. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
like my plants that go outside here are already sacrificial. Like anything I get off of them, like I am like cool. Like as long as it's smokable, and even if it's not, then I'll just throw it into some fucking butter or whatever. But yeah,
Yep.
so like somebody like literally takes them's like, good, better than you. Just wait till they're actually fucking done. Be like, fuck, man. Like steal some bullshit.
Mm.
I do have the skunk number one that got seeded 2 years ago. I just planted the seed and I have a female in there. And it's looking really, really good. All the side branches are coming up nice and tall.
Nice.
So yeah, I can't wait. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that inside and clone it and then see what I can do about like some breeding into it. See if I can get some of the skunk back. You never know. Might be a millionaire one day just selling skunk plants. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
mean, if you find that skunk, you would be a billionaire, man. Believe me. If
Yeah.
you like, well,
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
if you played your hand right, man, like you could corner the market on that shit, and you could really
Clones
turn
only.
yourself into a billionaire. Fucking, if you bring back that '90s fucking skunk that everybody fucking remembers, like, yeah, you would be a very wealthy person.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, PM is a real issue. All you got to do is 10% milk per volume of water and spray it down early morning and allow the sun to bake that milk onto your weed leaves and you won't get powdery mildew. You can do it every week. Do it once a week. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do it every week. Spray my plants down with milk water every week.
Milk water.
Yep.
Yeah, the humidity's been fucking high lately. Yeah.
Yeah. Last year I battled with
Is
powdery
there some?
mildew, and I'm in the same area as Dr. Danknugs, and he used 10% milk, just straight vitamin D milk in water. I went through the whole process. I got the rice water, and I took the rice water and I let that ferment, and I put it into the milk and allowed that ferment, and then I extracted the lactic acid bacteria, and then I diluted that in the water and I sprayed my plants with it, and then I sprayed my plants with it again, and it still grew, and I sprayed my plants again, and I put Lasco's plant therapy on it, and I put a Granashield on it, and I still had powdery mildew. I just killed the plant. I just killed it. I just chopped it all down. I was done.
Yeah.
See,
I was done. There was nothing I could do.
I don't believe in like spraying your plants. That's one of the things that brings on powdery mildew is moisture. Like
it's moisture.
I don't care
yeah.
what you're putting on there, contains moisture. Like
well, if you don't kill it, it'll eventually kill the plant anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, it like I don't know. I just like, and I've tried milk on binding plants before for powdery mildew, and it like didn't do shit. But this was like an infestation, so like, you know, I guess I can't say milk doesn't work, but I guess like it'd be a better IPM than actual like battling it. But
oh yeah, still, definitely,
like
it's a preventative measure.
Get them fuckers wet to like apply it anyways, and it's like.
But what happens is that's why you do it like in the morning and allow the sun to hit the plant, because the sun then evaporates the water, leaves the milk behind. It kind of curdles the milk and turns that milk into a lactic acid active bacteria. You know what I mean? Just naturally on the plant.
It's going to be wet with that milk that the sun ain't going to shine on. You know, like
the under leaves and all that. It worked for him, and it didn't work for me. So
the best
I'm going to do it this year.
Is just to defoliate your plants. You know, like.
Yeah.
When they're in veg and just growing, like just defoliate them, man. Like just they don't need that they do not need that fucking foliage.
Block it.
Just strip it all off. Like you should literally like be able to see through your plants or see the ground. You know, it depends. Like I don't care how big it is. Like if it's small and you can stand over it, you should be able to see the ground through your plant. Yeah. If you're standing from the side, you should be able to see through your plant. When these things are in veg, they should not be all bushy like that. Like they need air. Like you don't want it in flower either, but you know you gotta do something. You know you have to support it somehow in flower, and usually you can get a good spread. You know when you're doing that, but yeah, like that's always been my best thing is like just to defoliate this shit, like because. You know, like 90% of that shit's gonna be larvae you don't want anyways, and then it should be just chopped off and.
Yeah, you should have like a clean center on the center, and then a light lollipop, not like a full lollipop, but you should like hollow out your center.
Yeah, anything pointing inward, you remove.
Like the Mendos, you know, they grow, you know, that are like 12 feet wide. Like that's not 12 feet of buds. The only buds you see are on the outside of that plant. That entire circumference on the inside is all completely fucking bare. Like they're only getting 2 feet of buds on the outside of those plants, you know, like the inside of those, there's nothing in there except
they can stand up inside of them. They got music videos of them standing inside of those plants where it's just super open and they're sitting there rapping. Yeah. So, I mean, there's room up underneath there.
You have to have that airflow through there, like, or you're just going to run into issues no matter I don't care if you're growing Holland's Hope, like you're going to get powdery mildew. Like, it's just the name of the game, especially outside, man. Like where that shit is rampant, man. Like
yeah, that's what a lot of people don't understand. It they do the IPM, the labs, in the evening, but you have to do that stuff in the sun. It won't burn your plants. The water doesn't burn. You know what I mean, water doesn't burn your plants. It's like say your plant is all hot or whatever, and then you spray it with water, and that's shocked, and then it gets too hot. That might be what will burn your plants up, but if you spray it in the morning and allow the sun to come up over top and then burn all that off, you'll be good. But watch out. Don't do it on like a sunny or a cloudy day because then you ain't got that sun.
Yeah, if you're just spraying water on them, it's fine. But if you're giving them like a nutrient solution, that would burn them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If
Another
you're just
IPM spray
doing water
outside is
and milk or
blackstrap
whatever, like that will.
molasses. Couple milliliters in a gallon of water. It's it'll deter pests away too. It's not like it's a deterrent. You know what I mean? It's a preventative measure. But I just planted fucking rose bushes out back, so I got one out front. So I'll be doing all kinds of IPM and
Planted a rose bush out front of my house like 6 years ago, and it grew great for like 6 years, and then like last year it kind of came back, and like the main growth on it had all died, and it just had this one little like side shoot on it that like came out and was like growing that for that year, and then like this year like none of it grew back, and I was like, what the fuck, like
oh
this thing's just
shit,
like completely dead now.
yeah.
Like, and I was like feeding
Did you
it and
deadhead
shit.
it? Would you
Did I
deadhead
do
it?
what?
Deadhead it? Say like cut all the dead stuff off of it?
No, I did not do that. I didn't know
Yeah.
shit about fucking trimming rose bushes. Like,
So the 3Ds, dead, damaged, and directional, right? So like Roxello said a second ago, anything that's pointing inward, you'll want to clip those off so you don't have no crosses. And then dead or damaged. Anything that's dead, you definitely want to cut off. You usually want to do that like in the fall time. And then anything that's damaged over the winter time, you don't want to cut that off. But that's like the 3Ds to rose bush trimming is dead, damaged, and directional. And that kind of goes for
nature
apple
would take care of
trees and stuff like that
itself.
too.
Apparently, a rose isn't
Yeah.
a natural flower.
What's that?
That I figured nature would just take care of itself, but apparently
Oh,
a rose isn't a natural fucking flower.
sometimes what'll happen is the roses, because they have seeds in them, they'll fall to the ground, and then in the right conditions, you'll have another rose bush pop up in its place. But I guess it's got to have the correct conditions, or it won't grow. I'm gonna try and grow a rose bush from a seed. I have enough of them. I just got this red velvet rose bush from my wife for Mother's Day, and it's got these super dark red roses. They're like nice and big. I'm gonna try and propagate that and get a bunch of them. But
Man, I got some trees growing out there. I got a few. Like when I moved over here, I got some Arbor Day trees and shit. Not realizing they're the size of pencils when you get to.
yeah,
And I got like fucking. I was new to it. I didn't know. I got about 100 of them, and I didn't realize I was feeding the deer.
oh yeah,
So I salvaged 2 of them, and they're right by my basement slider, and they're about fucking 60 feet tall.
really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it took 20 years to get that tall, but yeah.
That's very cool. Got corn and peanuts popping.
You literally got to put like, it's called deer fencing that everybody uses around here because they'll fucking, and people put it around their whole goddamn fucking yard, because a lot of people up here like they have, like their whole backyard is like garden, so like they'll have like that fucking 8-foot fucking black netting fencing going all the way around their fucking yard to keep the deer out, but they still get in there, man. Like I
Oh
still pick
yeah,
up, like my neighbors like right next to me have that shit, like their entire backyard is garden, and like they even have like even in their planters like they have like spots for everything, but even like their planters have like fences over it because they know that the deer will jump that 8-foot fence if they're hungry enough. Like it's
yeah.
and but there's lots of mornings I fucking look in there and there's always deer fucking.
I never
trying to
realized those
chomp on their
fuckers could
shit.
jump.
Oh yeah, they can.
They jump high.
Dude, one day I come out in the morning and I'm scratching my head seeing that fucking there's a big fucking buck inside my veggie garden. I'm like, what the fuck? Did someone leave the gate open or something? So I'm walking towards it slowly, figuring I'll open the gate. try to walk in one way, he run out the other. As soon as I got close to that thing, that fucker jumped 10 feet in the air over the fence and then just hightail. I was like, holy fuck. Yeah, they can jump.
Yeah, the dump right down the road from us has 12-foot fences to keep all the deer and bear out and just all the wildlife out basically. And like I see deer in there all the effing time, but I also see deer hung on the fence in there, like hanging off the top of the fence by a leg or by their neck, or just like
You barely made the jump.
Yeah, you didn't have the ups for that one, little buddy. Sorry.
Foot metal fencing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a 7.5 by 7.5 by what is it? 8 foot, I think it is. Dog kennel cage. It's got a roof to it and everything.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna take the roof off of it. It's like a canvas roof. It's not a fencing roof.
Shit, you might want to leave it on there for. Like,
my dogs don't go in cages though. My dogs are house dogs. They go on a leash, get taken out, brought back in, and pampered. When I was a kid, we used to have dogs in dog houses.
Trellis net.
Huh?
You should leave the top on there, and then you can use it like a trellis net.
No, it's a canvas. It's like a canvas like pitch.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So it'll be shaded. But yeah, if it had just like a metal or like a fencing, regular, that'd be cool. But I don't know if I can put 2 plants side by side within 7.5 feet.
No. Well, you can, yes.
Yeah.
But not if you're trying to grow like big plants.
Right. I don't think they're going to be big because they're 3 foot tall now and they're only 2 months old. And I've been
you're gonna want 20 feet in between pots.
Right. Yeah.
Like, a lot of people forget about the space in between the plants. Like, you need a walkway to get in between these things. Like, yeah, I definitely seen people like, they got definitely like their first time growing outside, and they got all their holes dug, and like they're literally like 2 feet apart from each other. I'm like,
yeah, it's just this little bitty plant. You know what I mean? It's just a little bitty plant. You got 2 foot, you're pretty far away. 2 months later, you're thinking like, oh my God, these things are like this, growing together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like most people that I know that have like up here that they have they just take 20-foot cattle fencing, and then they just bend it into a a hoop fence basically by itself. They just put 2 lines of posts down, and then they just bend fencing, the 20-foot piece of fencing in between it. So it makes this nice little arch, and then you just put a tarp down it, and you're done. But
I think I might
yeah, like those people, like then they grow like there's 6 plants or whatever, and they'll have them definitely 20 feet apart. So they got they can get they plan on having 6 to 8 feet of growth on each side of the plant. So they plan on these plants being like 16 feet wide at maximum.
Right.
So
I think I'm only gonna put one of them in there then, huh? Let's go dig a big old hole. Put a bunch of good dirt inside there. Let's put one plant right in the center of the little 7 by 7. I wanted to get a 10 by 10, but I was doing some measurements, stuff like that, and it's kind of too big. 7.5, and it kind of fits better. So yeah. But I'm going to use bat guano, crab meal, langmanite, feather meal. I might get some blood meal, which I'm going fishing also. And I'm going to try and get some big old carp, get a couple big carp, or maybe like 10 or 15 bluegill. And I'm going to put it in the soil, probably a good 2 foot down. And I'll put soil on top of it. And then I'll plant my plant on top of that. But I'll actually do that probably a week, 2 weeks prior. That way it gets time to kind of break down.
They should definitely use carp. Fuck those fish. All
Yeah.
of them.
Or mud
Fucking-
cat. These little bitty mud cat. Can't eat. You can cut it as many as those as you want. There's no limit on mud cat here.
There's down in when I lived in Illinois, there's the Rock River, and they had these things called like silver carp, and they like take over everything, man, in the Rock River, and like they kill out all the catfish and fucking breeding area, and like the old fucking European carp breeding, like all them motherfuckers are gone now. It's all these silver carp, and like literally like you can just, if you drive through a school of them, like they like just jump out of the water, like, and they fucking people get hit by them all the time. Like, it's not funny because like some people actually get fucking hurt by this shit, but they have like competitions every year. I can't remember what it's called, but I think a couple of different places hold them on the Rock River. But yeah, people literally just it's two competitors to a boat, and you just get in the boat and you each have a net, and like you have a driver, and like literally it's like the competition is like who can net as many of these flying carp as you can and get them in the boat. And because like they're an invasive species and they just fucking wreak havoc on the environment. But yeah, I just fucking hate those fucking carp. Like, I don't know, like the carp we used to have were fine. Like they, I don't know, like sometimes they like they get into spots and they take over and like take all over all the fucking wild, but native catfish. But
Eat all the grasses and all the habitat and everything.
yeah, but these like yeah, I don't know, something about these Asian carp. They're more of like a filter feeder than these like European carps, and they just fucking, so they filter like 10 times the amount of algae or some shit. But they, I don't know. I guess it's not good for the environment. For somehow it's not good. Like I know that they destroy all the breeding land for the catfish, but I guess they impact the environment in other ways, somehow or some way. Fuck if I know. I just know that they're no good to eat, man. Like everybody told me, like I don't know, like you gotta smoke the carp, and I'm just like, yeah, like yeah,
a lot of work.
I've tried it smoked, and it's still just it's just not good.
I don't like fish anyways. I love fishing, but I eat tuna, but
certain fish.
Yeah, I don't know. I like walleye, and I like cod, and
I can't deal with the bones.
yeah.
I definitely will not eat fish if it fucking has bone. Like pike, I will not, like, fuck pike. Like that's all they are, fucking bones. But like, yeah, if you fillet a walleye right, and it's only like 18 inches. If it's less than 20 inches, like you can get them pretty boneless. Fucking if you fillet them just right, and they're smaller than 20 inches. So, but yeah, I definitely will not fuck with bones because I hate picking that shit out, and I'm definitely not eating that shit.
All right.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway. Forgot.
He read my mind.
What time is it? Oh, it only took me 33 minutes to remember.
So anybody in the chat that would like to win some genetics, I believe it's worldwide. If you have a mailbox or a PO box or some sort of a box that you got a number on it with an address and he will be able to get it to you. It's coming to you.
Yeah.
We'll put in chaotic genetics just like you see it, with a capital C and a capital G. And I do appreciate you. Really awesome. Got a bunch of tabs open. I don't know why. All right. There we go. Giveaway. What up, Galaxy? You heard giveaway. Curly. What is going on? You got yours? That's awesome. That is sweet. I think you got a pair of these. Couple different things. Pretty awesome.
Ooh, good love.
I got these papers to give away, right? But I noticed that they looked kind of thick. And I was like, man, so I took one out. And it's almost as thick as a Topps paper.
Oh fuck.
I was like, man, I can't. Oh, like, you know what? We're gonna save this for like a rainy day. I ain't got nothing around thing. I'll put some boxes of cones in there. Like that's way better. I tried to find some of these clear ones,
Yeah.
but I couldn't find any. The dude said he's gonna try and see if he can get some of them in. I like to roll a clear joint every now and again. It's my favorite color, you know, so transparent.
I don't like tasting paper.
Right. That's just plant cellulose. Whatever. It's just the clear part of the plant.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those fucking things when I was a kid. I never knew what they were. We just assumed they were like fucking plastic or something. We were just like, yeah, these guys, it's probably just fucking plastic. Who gives a fuck? It's cool. You can see all the weed in there. Like, but yeah, the fucking best joints when I was a kid were the Randys with the fucking wires, the Randy wires.
Nothing for sale or trade. Yeah, that's that. YouTube is not affiliated with this giveaway whatsoever. That's another thing you should say. Just little disclaimers, you know. Should make a video. My disclaimer video. What is up, Sip? How you doing?
Cheers.
Cheers. Yes. So, oh my inside grow, my Scrognet side, it's going really good, and I'm gonna flip it to flower. Not today. Probably next Sunday. I'll probably do it next Sunday. I'm gonna let them kind of grow up a little bit for a week, and then flip them. I might continue to tuck a little bit too, but I can't really tuck very well because they're 4-inch holes, and I have to wait till my plant grows up 4 inches before I could tuck it over. And the problem with that is all the nodes that are facing upward, they need to lay over so they have time to grow up. You know what I mean? Become apex dominant, apical dominance or whatever. So I can think that it's the top. So you'll have like where you laid the branch down and then it grew up a little bit. You'll have nodes down here that's growing up along, but the ones that are up here that are straight, they'll be smaller. So it takes you longer. You won't really get a good even canopy as you would if you had smaller 3-inch squares. You could tuck faster, and then all your little nodes can grow up faster.
Sweet.
So I gotta make myself a Scrognet. Something I was trying to get away from, but it is what it is. I just got to do it. Just got it.
I just flipped 2 plants last week in a 2x4, and one of them.
I fought between getting one and not, and then I eventually bit and got.
What'd you get?
Scrognet?
Yeah. It's harder to crawl under the fucking tent, you know?
Yeah. Well, I got access to like all 3 sides of each of my tents. Not much space. I got like this much room. I can squeeze in between them.
On my 4x4, yes. Not on my 5x5.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it when I set up my 5x5. They sent me the old version without the side windows. So I had it already set up, and I didn't fucking bother taking it down.
Right. Yeah.
I regret it so much now. It's like, fuck, what was I thinking? I should have.
So we got one more doors. Like these doors
my
here.
4x4 is ace. I can go on either side, yeah.
honestly, like these ones, I've never ran these ones before, so that's one of the reasons I'm putting a net on them. But the other reason is like literally like if I put a net in there, it's just like you can literally like almost double your production just by throwing a fucking scrog net on that shit. Like
Yeah.
just by getting them spread out, like and in like half the time, and I don't know.
Now, do you think topping your plant is better or not topping your plant when you scrog net?
Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Because there's so many things you can do besides like top a plant. Like mine, like I usually don't top the ones that I just grow in DWC, but I will like stunt the main, like like I'll pinch it or ponytail. I rarely ponytail because usually pinching just works, and literally I just take it and I just pinch the stem cells in my in the wall,
My friend.
Cheers,
and I
Pappy.
just usually just have to do that once, like 2 weeks before I flower, and the lower branches usually catch up to the head, by the time it figures out what it's doing. And the one of the plants I got going right now, I actually damaged it too much because the side branches end up growing up like 3 or 4 inches taller than the main stem and flower because I damaged it too hard. I also flipped it like a week after I did it, so I really didn't give it any time to like harden up and really recover and shit. So, but yeah, no, it never it never turned around. It definitely is not the main cola.
So I haven't topped a plant in over a year or something like that. But I'm noticing that when I bend my plant over, like because I let them grow up and then I smash a scrog net down on them. So then I take the top plant, and it usually goes out to the edges. But I'm noticing that I'm having like where that top of that plant kind of grows to the edge. I'm getting like overpopulated areas there, and then not a lot in the center where the plants come up. I mean, I'm having like holes in my scrog net where I gotta try and like bend plant. I mean, everything is going out, but then I gotta start bending branches in towards the center of it, and then I got this big like I don't know, big knot of plant material at the top. You know what I mean? So I'm next time I think I'm gonna top it and allow those branches to start coming out a lot sooner. And
Yeah, I'll either top it or else once that branch
or fem, like fuck, I missed it.
reaches the an edge, I'll just make it go
Just
turn
go
the
right back
corner,
in.
like literally like turn a corner, like I will just zip tie it right to the corner or wherever it's at, just to make it turn and
Yeah.
start growing
Yeah,
back
because I do
together
have a lot of them
again.
that's going out and then they just curve right back and they get to the edge, but they're not even to the edge. It's just to the edge of the scrog net. You know what I mean? And I still got like a good foot on, you know what I mean, and where the scrog net kind of like bends in. I'm gonna get away from that. I'm gonna go buy some PVC piping and build myself a good stand to put in there, and then that way I can scrog them out right.
Yeah, I mean, topping usually does help like the side branching, but if you keep that, like the main top, you just keep it pegged every day, and you're, like you don't have to necessarily top, go tuck everything in, maybe like the other ones, don't tuck them every day, but just keep that top, the leading top tucked down there like every day, just keep not topping it, I mean tucking it every day.
Yeah.
Or at least be in there, and if there's nowhere else to tuck it to, then just at least go in there and manually, like massage it over and bend it and manipulate it just to make it recover, so it's not growing. If you go in there and you have to make it just recover every day, it's gonna really stunt its growth, and it'll allow the rest of the plant to catch up. Or else you can just simply cut it off, and then that just sends the hormones to all the other fucking shit and speeds that shit up. So it doesn't really matter. You could, like, some people, like I have never noticed a difference in topping a plant. Like some people are like, oh man, your buds get so much smaller if you top the plant. It's like, well, yeah, if you top like a week before you flower it, but I mean, if you stop popping your plant, a couple weeks before you flower it, like those buds are gonna be just as big as all the other colas, and that like it doesn't, I don't know, like.
So when I very first started, well, no, so this is like, I'd say back in 2016, a buddy of mine, he was growing cannabis in his basement. And it wasn't legal at all, right? So his wife was like real unsure, and she didn't know, I mean, she didn't want anything mailed to her house. And I was like, well, look, I'll have a tent mailed to my house. I'm not doing nothing there. So if they come, I'm not doing nothing. You know what I mean? So I had like a 2x4 tent with um, I didn't get a light, right? We went and bought the 2500 Kelvin or the 2700 Kelvin lights and the 6500 Kelvin lights, the blue and the red spectrum, like shop lights. I guess like grow lights, you know what I mean? And the CFLs, the curled like screw in bulb lights. We bought the correct light spectrum. So we would have like extension cords, you know what I mean? And like lights plugged into all these like different extension cords, and it was crazy. And then I had, he was like, yeah, you just top it. And then once you top it, you'll get like, you'll have 2 and then 4 and then 8 and then 16 and 32 and then 64. Well, I had a 2x4 tent and I had like 64 tops in this thing, but it wasn't because I was scrogging it out. It was because I was topping them all, and I kept topping and then it became like, I don't know. I guess I trellised it more. I don't know, but it was so fire. It stunk up her whole entire house. She didn't like it because I didn't know what a carbon filter and a fan and an inline fan. I didn't know about none of that. You know what I mean? This is back when like I was not searching anything on my phone, because the Google police was coming to get me for sure. You know what I mean? It was not doing any of that. So it was just winging it. You know what I mean? We had like, I don't know, like 40 or 50 plants. And his wife was like, all right, you guys are done. It's over with. We had to take all these plants outside and like rip them all up and throw them in the compost pile. Oh, it was like one of the worst days of my life. There was so many of them. But we had like a good, I don't know, 6-8 month run or so. We got one harvest at only that one. But yeah, that was a horrific day. And yeah, the wife was like, you're not doing it here at the house. We're just not doing that. You know what I mean? And so I thought for sure I wasn't going to do it until the kids got out of school. You know what I mean? So one day I'm walking through the living room and the wife's like, hey, you going to start growing? I'm like, no, why would I? What do you mean? She's like, oh, it's legal. I'm like, oh, it's going to be on the ballot. Like we can vote on it. She's like, no, it goes into effect like the 9th of December. I was like, really? Yeah, December 9th. What was it, 2014 or 2024? Right? I think that's what it became legal. Was it 23 or 24?
Cheers, Neil.
I think it might have been 2023. It became legal in Ohio. December 9th. Either way, I went straight that day and bought a clone. I was already had the tents and shit like that on order. I was growing. I was like, well, yeah, for sure. I wasn't even on my radar. I had no clue Ohio was even legalizing it or anything. What's up, Blind Neil? Smash that like button.
Hey,
Hi, friends.
Remember,
you want to get in on this giveaway?
When I first started growing, the first time I ever grew indoor, I couldn't figure out how to get the plants to flower. So I literally had. Well, before this, I had I remember they're back in they're early to mid 90s, there was the internet or anything. So literally we didn't have the local library here didn't have shit. So a buddy of mine drove me 60 miles down to the fucking public library in the city, and there was a weed growing book there. I want to say it was the Weed Bible. I don't remember what it was. It was just a weed book, and literally I couldn't check it out because I wasn't a member at this library. I could have signed up there, but I was just like, he's never gonna drive me 60 miles back to return this fucking book, So I literally they had a photocopy there, and it was I can't remember what it was. It was nickel photocopies at the time. So I was sitting there photocopying this book, and I thought I was gonna photocopy the whole book, and then I ran out of fucking nickels, and I only had a half or 3/4 of the book. So I was like, whatever, this is good enough. And I remember so when I started growing inside, all I had was 3/4 or half this photocopied book, and there wasn't anything in there about flowering, so I had no idea how to like make my plants flower. You know, like I had growing plants outside and they just
They
flowered.
just
I
do
didn't
it.
know why. They just fucking flowered. They knew what to do. Like, but
Yeah.
inside, like I figured they knew what to do. I just put them underneath the light and they'll know what to do. You know, like no fucking clue. Like, so like I literally had these plants in my fucking like I gutted out a dresser that I had and I had two plants growing in there underneath a reptile light and took forever. Like it literally, like took forever. And then finally, like one day, there's this old lady that lives right behind me, and she's like a gardener. Like her whole backyard was a garden. And like one day, I just like got up the nerves, and I just went back to her, and I was just like, "Hey, what makes all these plants like, like make fruits like like your tomatoes like why like?" And she, like she started like explaining to me, like when the season changes, the hours, like the days get shorter and blah blah blah, and like then they know that it's time to reproduce and make flowers or fruits or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, uh literally, I literally was just like so stupid. I was just like, so if I was growing like tomatoes inside, like what would I want to do to get them to make tomatoes? And she's just like, you want to set them to like a 12-hour dark cycle and a 12-hour light cycle. And I'm just like, okay. I'm pretty sure she knew exactly what I was doing because
Yeah.
16-year-old kid asked her about fucking growing tomatoes like inside. And I was just like, but I because at this point, dude, I literally had dude, I literally had to I threw one of the plants away because, like I said, it was inside of a freaking dresser. And I ended up cutting it back. Like, dude, the plants were like 6 feet tall and they were smashed in there. So I threw one of them away and then I cut the other one down to like 6 or 7 inches by the time I realized like what I was supposed to be doing. So like I cut it all back down and then like I waited, like a month or two, and then I fucking flipped the thing to flower, and like that's when I
Hi,
fucking
friend.
started like that was like I remember the first time, but yeah, like those plants were in like veg for like 3 hours, or not 3 hours, for like 3 months. And I was just like, what is going on with this shit, man? Like, why aren't they making buds? Like this shit, like this doesn't happen outside. Like they usually only grow for like a month or two, and then they like definitely no longer than 2 months, and they just flower. Like what the fuck is going on here? Like. So I was so fucking confused. I had no clue what to do, and only had half or three-quarters of this fucking stupid book. And yeah, I don't know. Like, so my neighbor, she definitely had to know what I was fucking up to.
Oh,
Fucking,
for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
but I only grew that. I think after that harvest, I only grew one more time in there, and I wasn't using a carbon filter or anything. I was just like venting the air out the fucking basement window, with like a window fan, like.
Oh, that
But it
reminds
didn't
me when I
matter. Like
was
you open that door and like in my house and like it
at
just like
stop.
smacked you in the face and like
Yeah.
my mom couldn't smell, so like my mom did. Well, she did know because
That
my
works.
dad told her, but my dad like I don't know. He was not happy with me, but he like really didn't like say anything other than that I knew he wasn't happy about this shit. But
That
yeah, because
reminds
my
me,
dad
I
my dad had grown too, like
he grew.
well yeah
'Cause my dad
until
helped
he
with growing. He didn't really
fucking
grow.
until me and my sister got older and we knew what the shit like started knowing. That's when he stopped, like because he figured we would know. But like both my uncles grew and my dad grew, like, but like I said, he stopped, like because I like now, like when I was a kid, I don't like I knew that he smoked weed and everything, but I don't remember like shit. But I remember there was a room that we could never go into, and then I remember it like the first memory as I had when I went into that room. All I remember were plants hanging from the ceiling, and I really didn't even think anything of it. Like I don't know, because
Yeah.
so I don't know. But then when I got older, I was just like, yeah, this motherfucker grew weed. Like that's why he had plants hanging from the ceiling in that room that we could never that we were never allowed into. It was the
Yep.
furnace room, like,
Drying.
but we were
Curing.
like never allowed in there. Like,
But that reminds me how I when I harvested that 2x4, what I did is I had cardboard boxes. Like I said, I had no way to get any information, and the only thing I can remember is my uncle would take cardboard boxes, like refrigerator boxes, and he would take wire, put it on the inside, run wire across it, right inside these boxes, and he would hang it inside there. So that's what I did. I just got myself a little. It was a vacuum. It was for like a 27-gallon like vacuum. You know what I mean? Shop vacuum. You know what I mean? And so it was pretty tall. You know what I mean? But I put wire in there, and I hung my buds all inside there, and I just closed it up and it sat in the corner. And when it was nice and dry and crispy, and the things broke. I mean, I didn't worry about temperature, humidity. I didn't worry about airflow. I didn't worry about anything. I just put it inside that box and just let it dry up until it was nice, until the stems cracked, and then I jarred it up. And when I took that stuff, I put it inside of a box, another box, and I took it over to my buddy's house. And he, he was, did what he did. He had a bunch of, different things around or whatever. So it smelled like weed in his house, like profusely. But when I come in, everybody's like looking like, golly, like, hold on, what's in that box, bro? Like, holy cow, like we can smell it over everything else. And I'm like, I have no clue. I accidentally grew this stuff. I don't know what happened, but it was some fire. I didn't have much of it either. But like I said, I don't even know what cultivar it was. I don't know. What was I using? I think I was using Fox Farm. I think we was using the liquid nutrients, the 3-bottle, the 3-part, whatever Fox Farm that everybody uses. And that was it. I don't remember putting CalMag. I don't remember doing, all we did was those 3 things. I do believe. Unless he was doing it on the side. Like I just didn't notice he was taking it out of the bottle. You know what I mean? He was doing it and I didn't notice it.
Yeah, the Big Bloom has the CalMag in it.
Yeah.
They got that the Big Bloom, I think that's the one you put that's the organic one that you feed with it every time. I don't know why they call it Bloom, but I think they call it Big Bloom. And then they have another one that's like something Bloom. That's the actual like
the actual flowering one, yeah.
I think it's called Tiger Grow.
Tiger Bloom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to use.
And then they got the pop. Was it Beastie Blooms?
Yeah,
Cha-ching and Beastie Blooms.
The Open Sesame, the Beastie
Open
Blooms,
Sesame,
and the Flawless Finish or something. No, not Flawless Finish. That's Advanced Natures. They have a 3-flower because they have the Open Sesame as a starter, and I think the Beastie Blooms as the mid butter, and then they have a finish.
I think it's called Cha-ching.
Yeah, Cha-ching. Yep.
Cha-ching. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're coming up on the top of the hour. It is 7:57 on the 5th month and 17. That's a lot of 5s and 7s in right now. So if you haven't yet, put in the chat. Chaotic Genetics. All one word. Got about 30 seconds, maybe less.
The YouTube freeze?
All right. Well,
y'all ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Probably less than 30 seconds because that was only like 6 seconds. Y'all ready? I don't see anybody. Nope. Oh, wait. No? Yeah? All right. Oh, we did have one. We did got one. All right.
Travis.
This is worldwide. Worldwide. You got a mailbox. We will get it to you.
He said, ready, steady, go.
Ready, go.
Okay. Yeah, I win.
Yeah.
John Lindsay won.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Hey, John. You are the proud winner of some top-notch genetics. Fuck yeah.
Oh, what was he getting? I forget. What was the 2?
I'll just fucking message you on Discord, John.
Whatever I send them.
That'll work because I got some diamond hands. The diamond hands, that's what I'm scrogging out right now. Is the diamond hands. I got 4 of them in that 4x4. And I'm getting ready to flip those to flower.
Travis rigged.
They seem super easy to grow. All I'm doing is water only. Got my leg stuck.
Yeah, it's rigged. I didn't win.
Honestly, I think that's the first time John's won one of our giveaways, and he's been like the first motherfucker here every time. I think that's his first win.
Yeah, he is. He's
much love.
Hell yeah.
He said, "Rigged,
John, all day, every day, first person."
Rigged.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my YouTube fucking free. What's going on with this thing? I must have paused it.
So that's pretty awesome. Heck yeah. Well, thank you for being such an awesome member of the community, John Lindsay. I really appreciate you. Super awesome. Smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We got a banger of a summer coming up.
Woo!
I got some people that's said that they got to get through like school and stuff like that. Let the summer open up, and then they'll be jumping on the panel. So that'll be pretty awesome.
There you go.
I thought it was funny.
You can go ahead and start another giveaway too. Then
that's what I was just trying to think of.
Because I will forget if we don't. Might as well just get it rolling.
All right, let's do that. Seems like a cool one. Y'all ready for this next giveaway?
Oh shit.
Tent Talk.
Woo!
Put Tent Talk in the capital TENT, capital TALK. I didn't know if I didn't want to put the dash in there. Thought it'd be too much.
Throw people off.
Yeah. I do really appreciate everybody that's in the community. You guys keep me going. You guys teach me a whole lot. Allow me to talk through my own wrongness to be able to get to the rightness, to get some chink-eyed weed, you know. What is going on? Hi, friend.
Travis.
Rental.
Travis put rental. Is that autocorrect kicking in, Trav?
Oh, wait, I got to change the banner.
Hell yeah.
Is the Doc's cut, is that of the sour or is that of the blueberry or is that of neither? What the fuck is Doc's cut? Like I've heard it was Doc's cut, but Doc's cut. Or is that the name of the strain itself, Doc's cut?
I forgot what Doc's cut is. I didn't get it. I think Token Tom and them got it. What is it, Trav? I forgot. Is that the one for? No, that wasn't his dad. What's the cross on that, Trav?
Oh, mainline. That's some work there. That takes some dedication. Nice.
If anybody's interested, Matt's Green Space, he just grew some of Cav's some of his Acapulco gold crossed with Panama Red, and he fucking killed that shit, dude. I was fucking impressed with that.
I knew it was the fucking autocorrect. I knew it.
It's like, how the fuck are those motherfuckers like, you know, like, I don't want to say land races, but they're original genetics, you know, like strains, you know, so you get that out of the crossing that, like I was like the shit was just like, he ended up washing it because it was just, I think that was his plan his whole time, but he fucking washed that thing, but it was impressive regardless, like just the amount of frost and like he said the terps on him were like out of this fucking world, like he fresh frozen washed it, made a bunch of rosin, but he did save some of the flowers. He took like a bunch of like 5 or 6 headbutts and cured those and flour.
I read that wrong. I thought he said the only thing I ever did was mainline, but he said never. That's all I think. That's
Never.
about,
He hasn't done it yet.
yeah, I think that's about the only thing I haven't done either. I've super cropped, monster cropped. I've done the chiropractic. What's his name?
Kyle Cushman.
Kyle Cushman chiropractic. I've done that. I've done topping. I've trimmed, scrog, trellised. I just let them grow.
I've never done mainlining myself. Like I've definitely like I don't want to say it's not mainlining, but the Kyle Cushman method where you literally like take off like the day before I flip it, like I'll strip everything off like
Just Suave, huh?
to like 3 nodes, because like once the plant goes into flower, it doesn't create more nodes. It just the spaces in between the nodes gets fucking bigger. It stretches. Like that's what I call it, the stretch. So when you only leave 3 to 5 flower sites in there, you're just getting colas. That's all that plant's gonna be. It's just gonna be full of colas. Like when you strip the plant completely of all the like I said, you just leave like 3 to 5 fucking growth nodes on there, like right before you flip it, and I mean they're all just gonna come out, just baby arms, fucking colas. Well, it depends on what kind of genetics you have also, but like majority of your genetics that aren't like like a pure kush or something, it's gonna fucking stretch a little bit, so you will get some sort of cola there.
Right. Okay, so I think the only reason why people do a Suave is it come from the commercial industry, right? The commercial industry, they need to go in there and they need to strip everything off the plant. You know what I mean? Because they got 700 of them in one room.
Right.
Also, the reason why they can get away with it is they're pushing PGRs, plant growth regulators. They're pushing the nutrients. They're pushing that environment. So I think they can get away with doing a Suave and taking all of it off there because their plants, they're catching that energy. They're pushing CO2 into those rooms. They got, what I mean? Yeah, I think it's a whole different ball game.
What's is that? And where they
Suave is where you just take every leaf off there. If a leaf has a wee bitty stem and you can pinch it, you take it off. Yeah. And that's right before flower.
So they're
right before
so
you flip
leaving
the flower.
all the nodes. They're just
and then you do it again, and then you do it again 3 weeks in. Like you know how you defoliate a little bit. Well, they strip it all but bud nodes. Just I don't know. And then all you end up with is sugar leaves. I think you still need some of those panels, those leaf panels there to a certain extent. So I don't think, I mean, home growers, because we're not pushing plant growth regulators and CO2 and a perfect environment. You know what I mean? So every little bit of the plant's energy that it can restore to then eat off of later, you want that there. You know what I mean? Hi, friend. How are you doing? Good to see you. No defo before flower. Swazang is the last 2 weeks of fan leaves. Okay, so that's what it is. The last 2 weeks, they swaze.
That's what I thought it was when they take them all off in flower. But it wasn't always like the last 2 weeks. It was like basically any time after
after the third week, flower, after you defoliate.
Fourth week of flower, like I've seen people like.
Okay.
Yeah, like go through that shit and just rip off everything.
So throughout the whole flowering cycle. Like the whole time, or just the last 3 weeks, or the last 4 weeks, or whatever. Yeah, your ambient CO2 is definitely enough for the plants. Yeah, I don't like Suave either.
Like a house full of fucking plants, or you're giving them extreme light and extreme nutrients, which I don't recommend because you're literally not gonna get it. Like you're not like. I've grown like the same plant so many times, and I'm talking about a cut of the same plant, for almost a decade I've had plants around. Like it's like I've grown it so many different ways, and like it doesn't like they don't always what was I gonna say? They don't need the nutrients that you're trying to fucking shove down their throats. Like they really don't. Like, but if you are gonna show them the nutrients, then you do need CO2 because they're gonna need more extra light to absorb.
But if you're gonna give CO2, then you want to have
CO2
those leaves. You want to have those leaves there so they can breathe that CO2, right? So you don't want to swaze it. You would want them a good canopy there to be able to breathe in that you know what I mean. So you can, yeah, I think it would used to, yeah. You need all elements of the plant, right?
Yeah, like the only reason I see people like swazing is like to lower their humidity, like because I mean like I don't like I do see a benefit to like defoliating, but not like taking every mother effing leaf off that's in there.
Right.
Like I mean if you're like I guess if you have issues with like really high like RH that you can't control, like I guess I would do it. Like if I had no other way like to control it, like I would do it. But I like you are right.
Yeah,
Like,
you could be.
they're not only like they're solar panels, like they also like, they're, they perspire through, they perspire through like through the bottom of their leaves, like with all the air exchange. So I mean,
And there's
it's more than just they're doing more than just absorbing light, with their leaves, like.
and there's nuances to everything too, because you could say that plants only express themselves if they're through adversity, right? So like a plant in a perfect environment doesn't have the reason to produce all these flavonoids and terpenes because there's like if there's no predators around and nothing like that, it doesn't need to put off certain smells to to ward off certain predators or to attract certain pollinators. So I think you need some sort of I guess like range in your environment rather than just being dialed in as super perfect. At least for me, living in a living soil, I mean, with the what is it? The frass, I think that's what it's called, like the bug droppings, the insect frass. That being in the soil will signify for the plant to smell different and to let off different chemicals and stuff like that. Or like if there's no males around, the female feels that there's no males around, it'll try to put off smells to ward in pollinators, so that those the bugs will come in from another male plant, hopefully, so she pollinates herself. So I think through so what it would signify is, say a deer came and ate half your plant, right? And now it needs to get stronger on this side, or it needs to smell a certain way to ward off deer. So I guess that's what we're simulating, is we're going in and we're kind of defoliating, taking off the leaves like it would be like a bug problem. And then the plant would be like, oh my God, I just lost half my leaves. I need to, ramp up my, my smell or,
Gotta repair myself.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe I don't think it's at a complete disadvantage. I don't think I don't think you should go to the extent that like a lot of people do. Like Holy Toledo was saying, he feels like he ruined his plants because he defoliated too much and they didn't have the energy they needed to bounce back. But I guess if you're saying Swaze is only the last 2 weeks, then what does it matter at that point in time? If you're going to harvest in 2 weeks, then yeah, you ain't got a lot of time for it to really mess up. I guess that's just for your trikes ripening, your trichomes ripening,
right?
What John was saying. So yeah. Oh, Stash Nutrients has insect crash and biochar in it. That's cool to know. I didn't know that. I like their the Stash blend. I can't remember what it is now. All I can think of is Stash Nutrients. Is it just their stash blend, right? I think that's what it's called.
There's stash blend and then stash nutrients.
Yeah. Their terp tea, or not terp tea, but their tea is basically what it is. But I just put it in my water and water it in. I've never had any adverse effects or anything like that. Like, I think it might have been either Pigeons or Rob. One of them said that sometimes when they would water their plants, they'd put too much in it and it would kind of burn their plants a little bit. So and I was like, I've never seen. I just like literally, I grab my hand in the bag, I grab a handful, and I just dump it in. I don't measure it. It's in a 5-gallon bucket. They go like some of it's plumped up
with like another like nutrient line. Like when you're probably feeding that to your organics, right?
Yeah, I'm feeding it to my living soil.
I don't know, there is a little bit of a difference, like the way the nutrients are uptake and synthetically, organically, but like the plant doesn't give a shit which way it takes them, to be honest. Like there's people who grow synganic, so the plant's like taking it both ways, all the time. But
yeah, so the molecule that the plant uptakes, it doesn't matter if it's organic or if it's salts. It's the same exact molecule. It's not a different molecule. It's not a carbon copy. It's not a plastic version. So the nitrogen molecule, it doesn't matter if it comes from Fox Farm or if it comes from a craft blend, or it comes from your Jadam water, your grass clippings. You can take grass clippings and soak them in water for 2-3 weeks and take that water, and it's super high in nitrogen. It's the same exact molecule across the board. The plant has no idea. The only reason when the plant has an understanding, I guess, is when the salt buildup, and then it can't pull the nutrients through that salt buildup. That would just be hindered. But you just flush that out, and yeah, it would. I learned that, I guess, pretty early on, because I wanted to know the difference. Like, why is people saying that living soil is so much better than salts? Like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? Because I was going like super like health freak and wanting to know exactly what I was putting in it. But yeah, NPK is NPK. That's what it is. As long as you can flush your system good.
I don't know, from what I've seen from the stash blend, it's definitely good shit, but it's definitely something that you use as like a
booster, enhancer, kind of, but not as a feed.
Whatever, it's like almost like a recharge product, like it's gonna like recharge the microorganisms in there, and give them new feed, and
population.
I got to turn my camera off just for 1 second. Hold on.
All right.
But yeah, so like they're stash nutrients, though. I don't know, like I think they're pretty sure they're organic. I can't remember if they're.
Can you see
I do believe.
Or not.
Well, so organic is such a funny terminology. Because I don't know if it has like organic matter in it. You know what I mean? But I know that you can use it in a living soil.
Hey, Rock, you're not muted. You're trying to
Rock, you're not muted.
Oh, fuck.
You're not muted. We can't see you, but we can hear you. But the reason why I say that is I do believe, and fact check me on it, but I think Cannabis Luke is using stash blend nutrients with the living soil that he has, which is from Build a Soil.
I definitely know he's using stash nutrients because they're sponsoring him, because they started sponsoring him after he got deleted, because he won their grow off that they had, and then he got like deleted like shortly after that off of Instagram. So they ended up sponsoring him. But yeah,
that's really cool.
So I definitely know he's using the stash blend, and I don't know what. I honestly don't know what you said he's using. What? Who's living soil?
Build a Soil.
Build a Soil.
Build a Soil. I like Build a Soil. I've been dealing with Build a Soil since I've been growing. I went from Fox Farm to Build a Soil, and I bought $600 worth of soil in January 2024. and I've been growing in it ever since. I've had over 10, maybe 15 harvests in it. I don't top dress every single time. I don't re-amend the soil every single time. I had an entire grow where I didn't re-amend the soil or didn't top dress anything. I just water only, seed to harvest, and then I top dressed and re-amended the next time. And the soil just keeps rocking. I got earthworms in the bottom. I got composting red wiggler worms and blue Asian blue, or not Asian, but Indian blues. I got roly polies. I got mites. I got springtails in there. I got a centipede. I just seen a little red centipede in there, and centipedes eat roly polies, so that's cool. So yeah, I got a whole like a living system in there, and all I do is go in there and just dump water on it and plant a seed, and see produces some fire ganja.
Yeah,
$600, and that's all I like. And it only takes me like, I'd say like, I don't know, $50 a month on the re-amend, and like, cause I got to buy some worm castings and the craft blend and the build-a-flower. I buy root wise. I buy the microbe complete and the biofos. The microbe complete I do during veg, and the biofos I do during flower. And then I use the stash blend to help, help recharge everything with the Epsom salts and blackstrap molasses for my cow mag. Yeah, it's just really easy to grow. I don't have to worry about parts per million, ppm, ppfd, the rest of the letters in the alphabet. My pH pen is gone. I can't even find it anymore. I don't even know where it's at. I used to use it to prop up my my tray because my floor is crooked, or not crooked, but offset. You know what I mean? So I had to prop it up with the. But we do have another individual that popped in. What is going on, Dr. Nick?
Good dang. What up?
I made
it. What's going on?
What's going on? I guess on the seventh day God rested, but there's no rest for the wicked. So I had a bunch of running around to do. Get that shit done. So giveaway, I see. Awesome.
Yeah, that's why I popped it up there for you. See if you wanted to get in there. Anybody else in the chat that would like to get in on this giveaway? We got some awesome genetics. What are they getting, Chaotic?
You're either getting a blockchain or you're either getting a 5-pack of blockchain and a 5-pack of Invictus, or else you're getting a 5-pack of Atesh and a 5-pack of blockchain. You're getting 2
worldwide
of feminized.
Let's go. Oh, wait.
All thing I ask is to smash that like button. And I gotta grab some links. I haven't done links today.
So what's going on? Happy Sunday, everybody.
What is up, bud?
Hey.
Oh man, life.
Living life. What's up with your outside? Huh?
I did get to stop over Thurgood Jenkins today, though, and get some of his finest.
Always
a good thing.
Oh shit!
Got me some barf breath and some half baked.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, you're pretty close to harvest, aren't you? Aren't you on like day 50 or something?
Thurgood was here earlier. Maybe he's still out
My indoor is what day are we on? We're on day 47, I think. Yeah, day 47 of flower. Yeah, that dagger's gonna take forever. It is, man. But it's cool. I know that. It's not in the auto pot, so I hand water that one because I knew I was gonna have to give it special nutrients. But yeah, I've got both my Dr. Danks are damn near done. I think they'll probably be done next week.
Yeah.
And then the practical joke is just, God, man, the nugs on that thing. I don't know when that's going to be done, to be honest with you. It said probably about around 9 weeks or so. So it's still got a couple weeks left. But yeah, mostly everything's got a couple weeks left. Gary Payton can go a little bit longer. I've had those go sometimes for 10 weeks. And I do have 2 different Gary Payton strains in there. So we're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah. Good weather finally rolling in, huh?
Yeah. And I haven't even got my outdoor shit together yet. Haven't
Yeah,
popped
no, I'll
seeds
buy.
for
Yeah.
it. I haven't done shit. You know what? I might just sow some seeds straight into the ground this year. I might just go dig some holes, fill it with potting soil, a little bit of cow manure, horse manure.
Throw a bluegill on the bottom.
Yeah, mix it up real good, and then pop a couple seeds in there. I've done it many a times. I just don't have time to germinate. I'll just stick some out there and see how it goes. Now I do have to be careful because the spot I did put my auto flowers, there's a bunch of moles around my parents' house. So what happened was I dug a hole, filled it with potting soil, and I dug it deep and very narrow because they were auto flowers. So I wanted to give it that loose soil to be able to get through. And I came back a week later to check on them, and it had rained and washed the soil and seed down into the mole tunnel. So it was all gone. I was sitting there like, are you fucking serious right now?
Dang it.
It's always something outside, I'm telling you. It's a rough game growing outdoors.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's freezing rain there.
You said
Jeez.
Dude, he was standing outside of his house just the other day, and his fucking siding was blowing away. That's how
Holy
fucking
crap.
vicious the wind was.
Yeah, I'm cool on all that, man. It was what? It's 85 out right now. It's hot as balls.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Super hot. Like, I've had to keep my windows and door closed all day in my room just to keep it at 73 degrees.
Yeah.
And 60% humidity. That's a little higher than I like, especially since my tent is now 77 degrees. And, late flower, I like to stay under 75 if possible.
75. Hell yeah. Yes.
You go above that, then you risk having those terps volatilize off, and we don't want that. I mean, we want to keep that frostiness on those buds, not off of it. At least until it's in my lungs.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about being in a basement is more towards the end of flower. The temperature is right.
Yeah.
But I gotta
Not
figure out
fucking July and shit.
Yeah. But the vegetative,
humidity is 100 fucking percent. Your fucking
it might be a little too cool for the vegetation.
It's been running nonstop.
Hey Taz, can you turn his mic up? I can barely hear Chaotic, or is that?
Yeah,
me?
Chaotic. Is there a way you could turn your mic up?
I think you got to do it, Taz.
Do I?
Yeah, if you go over to guests.
Oh, edit mic settings. Oh
yeah, mic settings, and it'll give you each guest, and you can turn it up. Now, just do it a little bit at a time because I did it the other night when I had a guest on, and I turned it up too high. I had Bunny and Ganix messaging me on my phone like, "Hey, it's too loud. Nope, it's too quiet."
Yeah. Are you in the settings, Chaotic?
Yeah, I was gonna, because I have the automatic adjust mic volume on, but I can turn it off because I have a gain like right on my microphone, so I can.
Yeah, because it has
turn it off and just slide it up the volume.
It has the meter thing, but it's grayed out. I can't move it.
Is that better? Or is that too much?
No, a little more.
In order to move it, you have to uncheck the auto.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Sir, keep going.
Yeah, because I think you'd be the lowest one. All right, let me see. Oh yeah, you're all the way up now, 200.
Now see what sounds like.
Mic check, 420 mic check. I hear you now.
That's right.
All right, sweet.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I should definitely be turned up now.
Oh yeah, I think we can hear you now.
I think I accidentally jacked it all the way up.
Yeah, there you go. More.
Yeah.
I like that. I can switch between these two scenes, and I don't have to, because usually I have to remove and then put the StreamYard tool back up. This way I can just go back and forth between the two. And I like this here because I don't put this in front of you guys' face.
I didn't see that. Like, how did you do that? Is that just in the settings of the layouts?
Yeah, I just made a layout where everybody was at the top.
See, there you go. That's good thinking there, Taz. I'm gonna have to do a little copycat move on that.
Yeah.
At least for the giveaways. I mean,
right. Yeah, because I don't like to have it to where like it's over somebody's face.
Really? Yeah.
It should
okay,
it should kick it over to the other side, or have an option for me to kick the this part. You know what I mean? Where it has their, you know what I mean, their chat come up, but I can't.
Ooh.
Just a reminder: this is a worldwide giveaway. Anybody out there?
Oh, yeah. Well, before I forget again, I was actually over at Thurgood's when you started, and I was telling him about rock. I caught a live the other day of you showing your plants where you had cut half the fan leaves off.
Yeah.
And to be honest, at first I was like, "What is this dumbass doing?" I ain't gonna lie, dude. But then you sat there and explained it. And I'm like, "Holy shit, I'm the dumbass." So explain a little bit.
Yeah, because I missed that. I didn't.
Oh, dude, I wanted to ask you personally about it. If you could tell us
because
a little more,
somebody
how
thought
much
I
you
was doing it because they were yellow and burnt, and no, and I was so. Oh fuck! You want me to show them, Taz? I'll go and show them. You want me to show?
I don't care. I mean, it's
pretty interesting what he's doing. I've never seen this done before.
There's plants on this
at
channel.
First, I said it didn't make sense. I'm like, why would you do that? And then you explained it. And I'm like, whoa, that makes perfect sense. There might be something to this. Instead of having to remove a whole leaf and that whole photosynthesis provider,
right?
He found another way around it to not stress the plant out completely.
Oh yeah, I got you. The link is there. Oh, let me pause that. Let me see. Is the stream?
I mean, basically, you just cut the fan leaves like you would.
Post the stream out real quick, and I'll pop on downstairs.
All right. Yeah, it's you know how you do a clone leaves, how you cut half the leaves off, right? You go around and you snip half the leaves off because they don't need all that transpiration because they don't have a root zone. Well, what he's doing is basically doing that to all the big fan leaves. And instead of taking the whole leaf off and losing that solar panel, you're still taking off enough that it's not covering buds, the bud sites,
Where does he
being
go?
able to get light to it. I don't know. It seemed pretty cool. I don't know if it's just bro science or what, but it the way he explained it, it made perfect sense to me.
No, I've definitely seen people like cut off just like finger, like like when you got this
the
huge
fingers,
fan leaves, like they'll just cut off the fingers that are blocking out like a bud site, and leave the other 3 or 4 fingers on there,
all right.
just cut the. So I definitely see what how he's making sense, because I try to keep as many leaves as I can because I believe it is healthier for the plant, but like I said, I have heavily defoliated, like in the summertime when the humidity is so high here that. I'll have 2 dehumidifiers running all the time here, and it doesn't matter. Like the humidity in the basement will still be, in the mid to high 60s, and it's just like I don't, it doesn't matter if you got good airflow at that point. You don't want that shit in deep flowering, especially if you got nice sized fucking buds in there and stuff.
Big old dense nubs
in there. And
all right, so I don't know if he thought I was gonna put the link in the chat. I don't put the link in the chat. So I don't know. I don't know what
he should have the link already.
Okay. Yeah, he's good. Okay, we're good.
I was gonna say.
All
right. What happens is when the families start getting big, sometimes you tuck them. They got nowhere to go. Eventually, they get too big.
Right.
So what I do is I cut them like this. I'll fold them, grab the shears, and I'll make a cut.
Yeah.
Now what that does is it lets the light in still. Lets the fan leaf still perform its duty because the leaf isn't getting killed.
It's still getting You're still getting some photosynthesis out of that leaf. Everything is green is still
exactly.
Yeah,
and that's the reason why I do it. Yep, you still get the photosynthesis, and you let the light in. I got to do it again because it's been a week.
I see that. With the beard. So you just do it as you need to. Then it's not like a weekly thing or something like that.
Yeah, whenever I feel the need to. I don't have a set schedule because I'm a lazy ass fuck. But whenever I feel the need to, I'll do it. See, I did it all around except on on the big stalks. I'll leave alone. Yeah. But mostly everywhere, and especially the innards. Like if I could get you in there, you'll see they're all
Okay.
done.
Right.
And
And it keeps them from overlapping and causing that microclimate as well.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see the rest of the leaves, the leaves that are not cut.
Yeah.
All
Oh, yeah,
those
yeah.
tips, all those tips look real nice and green.
Yeah.
So that's not the reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
right.
wouldn't have sporadic yellow.
So I gotta
Yeah, I mean,
get
it would
the,
be uniform.
Right.
So yeah, the plants look healthy. I like that where you just
what I
get
try doing is
airflow.
I'll tuck them. I'll do shit like this and that, but after a while, it just becomes impossible. So that's
Well,
when
it's
I
going to
just
get in the
pull it.
way. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it'd be all like folded up, a little microclimate can get inside there. I like
Yes.
that idea there, to where the
Right, right.
leaves ain't laying on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, man. I thought that was interesting. I'd never seen anybody do that before, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
I
Yellow
appreciate
Skunk
it.
Gardens, Yellow Skunk Farms. He plucks one finger off, so he'll pluck like the middle or the second
The
over.
finger, yeah.
Yeah, just one finger.
Okay.
That way
Okay.
the stem can grow up between the two fingers.
Gotcha. Hey, that's pretty
Gotcha.
smart.
Yeah.
Too.
Like especially if it's right on top of a nice cola there, the cola
Yeah.
needs a little light. We're gonna move it.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate
All
that, Doc. The Dank Nugs, hell yeah. I'll be right up, fellas.
All right. All right.
Cool. Yeah, Justin, I thought that too, and that was Thurgood's argument that it's going to use that you're going to shock it and it's going to use the energy to repair that leaf. But if you cut it off like that, there's nothing to repair. I mean, basically just heal a little bit. It'd be the same as if you pluck that whole leaf off. I don't think it'd have that much of a shock effect to it. I don't think it would really do much harm to it, to be honest. It'd be the same as a animal come along and grazing on it. It's going to send out those those hormones to grow elsewhere. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I could be wrong. This could be bro science, but I thought it was pretty interesting and it made sense to me.
Yeah, I like it. That's pretty interesting.
Justin's probably right.
Pretty interesting. I like how Yellow Skunk Farms would take just like one finger or two fingers and then
No, absolutely zero shock.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Zero shock.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, there's certain things that's if you go around your whole plant, you do it to your whole plant at one time. Yeah, it's probably gonna shock
without
you.
a doubt, yeah.
If you
Never.
do it as those big fan leaves grow out over top those bud sites, I mean,
Yep.
it's no difference as taking off a few leaves each week and shit.
Right.
So, yeah. Yep.
yeah, I like that idea.
Thank you.
So I do appreciate everybody that's in chat hanging out. If you would like to enter into this giveaway, put in Tent Talk. We got 29 people in the chat. We got 20 people in the entry. Can't have 9 people watching on TV. That'd be pretty cool though. Hey Mom, I'm on TV. Made it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this year. I got some Pro Mix in the red bag outside. And I got some peat moss and perlite. But I also have some down to earth products like the bone meal, feather meal, crab meal. Or not bone meal. I don't have bone meal anymore. I got bat guano.
Careful breathing that in. I've heard some crazy
Yeah,
shit
I put my face in my shirt every time. I'm not going.
Oh, you have to, yeah, yes.
Yeah. Feather meal also. You definitely don't want to get like the bird flu or anything like nasty like that out the
Right.
out the,
Oh my God.
the feathers or whatever. The langmanite and the asmonite. So I got those products.
Oh, it's on 906. You just lost. Good luck, my brother.
What we typed in for competition. Gypsum. Yep. Down to earth. It's water soluble. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it was water soluble. But I have dolomite lime up there. But the gypsum will help you with like if you have like a super clay soil, you want to put gypsum in there, and it'll help break down that clay and make it more of a loam soil. Apart from putting sand in it and tilling it up, but if you just like put gypsum like on the top layer and it'll like water in, it'll do your soil really, really good. And if anybody was wondering, gypsum is also drywall. That's what your drywall is made out of.
Sure is. If you got some leftover drywall from like if you
Throw
work
it outside.
construction, you take some home. Yeah, I'm telling you what, I found out. I heard that you can throw the boards on a fire and burn the paper off. Make sure you don't throw a bunch of boards on there. I tried to tell my boss, look, there's no air in between there. It's not going to burn. So I spent half a day at work digging out burnt pieces of
half burnt.
Yeah, half burnt. So yeah. But if you burn that paper off on both sides and crush it up and spread it across wherever it is your garden is before you plant, preferably a couple months ahead of time if you can. If you do like till it into the ground, whatever you do, and it helps the nutrients be more available, especially if you're in a place like me that has a lot of clay. I guess it leaches some of the nutrients stuck in the clay out. So that's pretty cool.
Helps loosen it up.
Yeah.
Hi, Christopher. Hi, friend. What is going on? What's up, Jeff? How are you?
How you doing?
Jal. I thought I said Jeff as Jal Ford. My apologies. It's my stonerness. My eyes aren't open all the way.
I don't need
Might be the weed.
I'm just stoned.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Pretty excited for this summer. It'll be my third year growing outside, and I've had 2 summers of catastrophic failures.
Yeah.
Catastrophic. So hopefully this year I got my IPM regimen down pat. I'll be spraying with milk water. I'll still use my Lost Coast, because the Lost Coast plant therapy I like to spray on my rose bushes because that keeps them clean. Between that or go Organoshield, and we do like essential oil sprays, stuff like that.
You got to do. I found 2 minimum, 3 preferably,
3 maybe 4,
times, and you rotate each week. I recommend spraying each week. Go out in the morning before the sun goes up or when it's going down. But yeah, outside IPM's a must. Like if you don't, you're gonna lose more. You're still gonna lose some outdoors.
Yeah, you're gonna lose 10-15% to the outdoors.
You're lose
for sure.
a tiny bit, but dude, you can lose a lot more than that if you don't mess around. As Taz was just saying,
Yeah.
It is. It's weekly, man, and it's something that cannot be missed. Like Rock, you said, we get lazy. We do. I get lazy all the time. I don't want to do something. Oh, it can wait till morning to get watered, or tomorrow. Yeah. But that's something that you've got to keep on top of, because one day missed, and then you're trying to deal with the problem instead of keeping it from happening. That's when it gets.
Hi, friend. Yeah, it's one thing I didn't do last year. I didn't really stay on top of it, and then once it became out of hand, I tried to get a hold of it, and it was in my back. Yeah, I mean, I was going through my back surgery and stuff like that. Oh man. Yeah, definitely
something to do with it too. You physically couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't.
So I mean, you got a good excuse. It wasn't like you were being lazy about it.
Yeah,
but yeah, it is. It's a rough one, especially here in Ohio. You never know. Like it could be 90 to 100% humidity and 50 degrees outside, and vice versa. It's crazy this weather is, and then like. You'll have these days where it'll be 90 degrees and 90% humidity, and it's rough. If you don't spray with something, you're going to get powdery mildew. I do every year. It doesn't matter what kind of plant I grow. Even my mom's plants around the house that I take care of, some of them get powdery mildew. I have to spray those as well, because if I don't spray one of those plants and it gets it, then it's going to hop a wind current onto my cannabis plants, and I don't want that happening. Yeah, got to do it.
Yeah, you definitely got to know your pest breeding mating season.
Right. Pain in the ass, that mildew. It really is.
Proactive, not reactive. That is true. Yeah.
Very true.
By its side fucking sucks, man. It's literally a fucking job, like a full-time job, man. Like, you want to grow outside, like, You know, like that. It's just crazy to me. Like, you know, because it really is like it's so much more extra work. I mean, unless you like convert, you know, the outdoors and indoors, and you have all this money to spend on a nice greenhouse and keep the outside out of your outdoor grow, like, you know, like it's just a pain in the ass dealing with everything out there, man. Because if it ain't fucking bugs fucking your plants, it's the fucking water, and if it ain't the fucking water, you know, it's fucking
Yeah, deer
the
chewing on your
animals out there,
plants.
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Like one of my
Always
biggest
something.
problem was growing outside was fucking animals, man. Like there are so many fucking like rodents around here, and like that like eat dead things that like disturb the earth, and like they're gonna be back there fucking 5 hours later digging it up that night because like why is this earth disturbed here? Something's fucking dead is down here, you know.
We
And like
sometimes don't even have to worry about
even
them
if you
eating
know
it. It's
like
like the moles I have around my house, they'll tunnel out and then they'll tunnel around the roots and they'll be top heavy from the buds. I had a plant last year fall completely over because they dug around the roots and it uprooted itself. Like, I mean, it's if it's not eating it, then it's screwing
Just
up
destroying
the root
it.
system.
Destroying
There's
it
always-
from underneath.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
very
you literally
vicious.
gotta like it like a buddy of mine. He had moles in his backyard until I think he fucking ended up poisoning all of them to get fucking rid of them or something. But
It's one in my
Yeah,
class. I gotta
he was
dump right now when I'm done
he
here.
was using like a 1/4 inch like screen, and he was just making boxes out of it, and then he put the box down in the 1/4 inch screen down in the ground, and then fucking like
That's
just
what you
like a
gotta do.
2x2 screen around like the and then he'd put the transplant his plant into there, and it at least kept the fucking moles out of the fucking like the main root system.
Right.
Like
Oh, I put up
they
2
will
fences.
fucking
Or the animals will get it. I'd get a deer fence with a very small hole. I mean, the hole's small enough that I catch bumblebees and shit in there.
mhm.
And I make it at least 6 feet tall. I go all the way around my garden, which sometimes is
Yeah.
expensive. And then I take and put 4 poles about 3 feet out from that, and I put like a heavy gauge fishing line all the way around. So usually the deer I don't have to worry about them getting into that because they don't see that invisible line, and when it hits their neck, it freaks them out,
Yeah.
and they take off running. And not only that, but when I put that deer fence around with the small holes, make sure that you buy some tent stakes to go with it. The little hooks that you
For the
you
bottom.
keep it. You got to go around that thing, and you've got to make sure it's secured. Otherwise, rabbits and shit will go right underneath that shit and eat your plants like it was nothing.
Yeah.
There's so much you got to do to
Those
keep
fuckers.
animals away. It is. It's
Yeah,
a
like-
lot of work.
They got in my garden once and dug in. She dug down and burrowed to lay her eggs, and I went in there and I almost killed it till I realized what was going on. And of course, I had to leave it there. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah. You'll tunnel right in there. That's another thing. Like if you raised beds are good to keep them out of that. But if you're worried about if you do have a lot of rabbits, you got a problem with things tunneling like that. Dig a little trench and put the fence down a little bit. I've even dug like dug down about a foot and then put the fence down so that way they have to go so far under to even get through that fence.
I got a
there are
cat.
tricks you can do.
I got a cat, and the cat don't let the bunnies.
That's a
And
good thing to have.
like, so the bunnies don't let the cat in part of our backyard, but it does like the bunnies don't go. It doesn't go like in our backyard where all my plants and stuff are, or like our side yard. They keep. Then the squirrels keep my cat out of the trees, so my cat's not allowed to go in trees, and they can't go like all the way far like off our property. The bunnies keep him off of there. But they don't come like into our yard anymore. Sometimes they do early in the morning, but that's usually if he's not around. If they done seen him, they stick pretty far away. So I'm kind of lucky. The only thing that does come in my yard is a big, huge, dumbass, big groundhog.
Hey, they will go up and gnaw your plants to the fucking soil, buddy. Watch those whistle pigs; they'll get you. I used to have one living underneath my shed.
You know exactly what you said with the fence. I got that fence going 2 feet around my whole back deck area because those sons of bitches keep getting under there, and I had to stop.
Especially the groundhogs. Yes, they are the worst for digging.
I literally had an owl living in my backyard for like 10 years, so I never had a problem with rabbits
nice.
or raccoons or anything else that would fuck with my fucking plants, like, and I'm just talking about like any plants I was growing in my yard. Like, I used to grow like sunflowers, but after that owl, he must have died or he moved on. But after they left, fucking all these rodents started coming out. And dude, I remember one year, the first year, I planted all these sunflowers, and literally it wasn't even a day late. It was the next day, and I go out there and all the sunflowers I planted, it was like at least a dozen of them that I had planted, and I was just like, they had all been like chewed right at the root and like not even consumed or anything, just chewed at the root and like flipped over and left for dead. Like,
yeah, I've had to
like,
do that too. Chop it in half and just leave it lay. They didn't even eat the damn thing.
Yeah, because then like it's hard enough to like get my like freaking sunflowers to maturity now, and now if I do, like one of the squirrels like always murders it. Like they jump right onto it and goodbye, good night. Like
fucking raccoons come in the middle of the night like military and break the fucking tree, man.
I actually watched a squirrel bite one of my plants in half last year. I didn't believe that shit, man. I was like, what in the hell?
Yeah, squirrels will do it just to be dicks, dude. Like,
I don't know what it was.
But God, they don't eat
He grabbed the whole damn thing and went, and just held it for a second and just dropped it and took off. I was like, you motherfucker, I watched you do that shit.
They ain't eating that shit.
They really are, man.
Yeah, rat snakes. I love those in my garden. We keep snakes around the garden. We keep spiders around the garden. Those are two praying mantises. They are welcome. Ladybugs. Oh
yeah.
Birds.
Yeah, like,
I get hummingbirds that go up to my buds and try to drink from my buds.
Really?
I've been out in my backyard working in my plants, and my mom feeds the hummingbirds. They come back every single year. And when they do, she'll go out there and hold damn hummingbird feeder, and they'll come up and land on it and drink from it. They'll come right up to your face, about 2 feet from your face, and they'll just hover there and they'll look at you and tilt their head, shit, and buzz around your head and then just fly off. I've been working in my garden and had them, buzzing around me doing that shit, and then watch them land on my plant and sit there and their tongue go out touching my buds. I'm like, you better be careful, you're gonna get fucked up, little guy.
Yeah,
ain't gonna take much for you. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I wish I could have got a picture of that. That would have been hilarious.
A good one.
Yeah, I got this year I have a really bad mole problem myself. I've never had moles myself either, but I also noticed that I used to have this huge female bow snake that always would den up in my yard and always breed in my yard right around. She had a huge den right by the base of one of my trees, and she'd come there every year for years, and I haven't seen her in the last 2 years, and now we've got all these fucking moles around. But like, I was surprised because I used to see her and just snakes all the time in my yard, like bull snakes in my yard. Now I don't see them at all, man. I honestly I've hit a couple with my lawnmower, but she has fucking 20 or 30 fucking babies fucking 2 times a year, I think. So
yeah, and that's just it. At my parents' house, their land's butted up against 35 acres of woods. And that's why they have so many, because they tunnel in from the woods next door. And I'm serious, I catch at least 20 a year in my parents' yard. The only thing I found that works, I don't put out poison worms and shit like that because other wildlife can get it. I take these scissor traps. They're like an upside down, basically like bear trap, and they go in on itself like this. And then you stick it down on one of the trails. And then when it goes through and starts tunneling up, it snaps shut like this. And it most of the time kills them instantly. It's the most humane way I can find to get rid of them. It sucks you got to kill them, but I mean,
it goes into the dirt.
They tear your yards up. Like, it's unbelievable. My parents' yard is nuts. If I don't stay on top of them, they now have 3 mole traps. And I set them every time I go over there. I'll take one out and set another one. It's crazy.
So it's just like one of those mouse traps that looks like those jaws. Is that all it is, or is this something that you're sticking into the ground, like you said? Because
it looks like a scissor. You can find them if you go on Amazon and look up mole scissor trap. You can get them for like $20, man. And what you do is you push the prongs down into the ground, and then it's got a thing on top that you step on, and it opens the prongs.
Okay,
and
so it actually
on the ground. Yeah. So, and then it's got like a little trap door thing on top. So when they start tunneling, that dirt hits it, and then it snaps closed on them, because you arrange it to where they're going along in the tunnel horizontal, and it snaps on them and basically catches them right behind the neck and breaks their neck. So it's it's about the best way I can find to get rid of them. I've tried the steak ones that come down; those don't work worth a shit. Like I said, I'm not putting poison out for other animals to get a hold of. That's crazy. I never understood why they did that. I've heard putting chewing gum down in the tunnel and shit. I mean, who knows if that's gonna work? I can't stand there and watch it eat the piece of gum. So if just go on Amazon, look up mole scissor trap, you'll find one.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I think I've heard.
I don't know if it works for sure, but I have cats, and I scoop up all the poop in the litter in a big bag, and I dump it in the hole.
Yeah.
And it seems
I used
to
to have a cat, but I don't have a fucking cat anymore.
Because they don't want to eat the cat poop, so they'll either dig around it or they'll leave and come out of another hole.
That's another thing that I didn't even like. I don't have a cat since like a year ago now, so that's another thing. Because there was like an outdoor cat too, like during the daytime.
Oh man, they will put a hurt.
It killed fucking everything, because it would bring everything fucking back to the house. That would fucking kill bunnies, fucking moles, mice, fucking squirrels. It didn't care, man. They brought everything back that it killed, man. I'm just like, I don't want this. I'm not gonna eat this. Thanks for bringing this back. You eat this shit or get it off of my fucking porch. or like, man, like, because you have to watch him, because he'll try, he used to try to bring the shit in the house, so like if you were gonna let him inside, like you had to make sure he didn't have anything with him to bring in, because literally half the time he had a dead animal with him that he was trying to bring in the house with him, like to share. And it's like, no, dude, get that shit out of here. We don't want that, man. Like, thanks anyways though. Like, but yeah, man, I don't have there's no cat out there anymore. So yeah, these fucking moles, I don't know. Maybe I should just go get another fucking cat, or just go catch some fucking snakes and bring them back. I don't fucking know.
Show them the den, just throw them in there. This is your new home.
Right.
Yeah.
This is where you live now.
All right, so we're gonna run this giveaway.
Yeah.
I do appreciate everybody being here and entering into this giveaway.
That's right. You already got my address.
Y'all,
I entered, but if I win, I'm giving it away. I've got so much chaotic genetics. I haven't even started to run them yet. Well,
good luck. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I won. Look, I'm not even in this one.
Let somebody else.
Sip Rowan 710. Congratulations. Are you here? Did you have to be here? What is up?
Swore you were late, buddy.
A little bit.
Maybe. See you, though.
Maybe we might run it again. Maybe if he's here. He's probably here. Sip.
Sip.
Sipping on the scissor.
You've got 60 seconds to claim your prize.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Sip might not be here.
Galaxy said he's here.
I do believe so. We've been talking, hanging out. Congratulations.
Woo.
Definitely hit up Chaotic Genetics at his Gmail there.
Rigged.
Hashtag rigged. Sip, are you here? Hello? No? Yeah. We're going to run it again. I'll run it again. Should I run it again?
Do it.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean,
you gave him enough time. I mean, if he chimes in before the winner of this one, he still has a chance. Otherwise, you have forsaken your prize.
Man, you missed out too, bro.
Here we go. Let's go again. We gotta be here.
Oh.
And the winner is
me,
Anthony.
Anthony. I know that guy.
Wait,
Anthony, the winner
here?
Oh, I haven't seen him talk. I'll bet he's here though. He's just silently listening and learning, right? Come on, Anthony.
Go on. We're gonna run it a third fucking time. Anthony, come on, where are you?
Come on, Anthony. I know you're here, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on. Squeeze the muscles. You're taking a leak. Finish it later. Come, clean your fries.
I'll be right back. I have to go see a man about a horse real quick.
Oh, shoot.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Double
God.
rig. Are you here, Anthony? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's it for me. Yeah, cut the flow off.
Exactly. Cut the flow off and get back to the keyboard quick. If you're dropping the juice, ask your wife to run to the keyboard for you.
Is sip here? No, not yet. Rerun.
Rerun?
Third time's the charm.
Yep.
All right.
I win. Yay.
William,
William,
I've seen him say
He's
something.
definitely
William's definitely here. William, you
Yeah,
here?
Arto.
I just thought William.
47.5.
Yeah, hell yeah. Finally, we got a winner. Ooh, Anthony's gonna be upset.
Yeah, watch him.
Got to be here to win it.
Dude, what's up? Is no
William,
one
I
want to claim?
literally just saw you like fucking 10 minutes
I
ago.
know. I just.
Oh, there he is. He's here. He's here.
Yeah. All right. Hit up the. He said I'm here.
Oh, there you go, Jerry.
Congratulations, buddy.
Hit up
Oh, yeah.
Chaotic Genetics Gmail and give him your information. Send him a screenshot of you logged into your YouTube for verification. We haven't had no issues, but I'd like to stay safe. I do really appreciate everybody being here and hanging out. Definitely a really fun time.
Yeah.
Dr. Dank Nugs, appreciate you showing up, hanging out.
Yeah, sorry I'm late, but you know, we do what we got to do.
Got to do the IRL first.
Yeah.
And Chaotic Rage, I really appreciate the giveaways from Rock Solo.
Yes, sir.
So Rock Solo, like, where are you? Are you going to be live tomorrow morning?
Yeah, tomorrow, 8 a.m.
for another 12-hour stream? Hit that link, and then Dank Nugs. Dr.
Tomorrow
Dank
night.
Nugs.
7
Tomorrow
p.m.
night?
Eastern, we got Ambrosia Buds. I've been catching a lot of his stuff lately, talking about you know, how we need to get back to the cannabinoids, not the high THC. Also talking about you know, big cannabis and how they do not have our best interests in mind. So
Sadly,
it's gonna be a good show tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube.
Yeah. Don't forget to tune in.
Heck yeah, definitely hit that link and hit up Chaotic Rage and his Instagram.
Is the interview at the beginning or towards the middle, Dank?
He has the way he does his 1 hour. First 1 hour is an interview, and then the second hour is
to an hour. It just depends.
about 40 minutes to an hour.
Well,
And then
just
he
a
does
conversation.
show your bro.
Yeah,
show your
I'll
bro
come
after
over
that.
join you for the second half.
Yeah, because it's we sit there, get to know somebody in the community a little bit, and then we come on, show or grow, and just have a good old time. So
That's
y'all
pretty
there?
cool. I love it.
Oh yeah.
So heck
We
yeah,
ride it on, Travis.
Joe,
Hey,
definitely appreciate it.
I see your stick of you probably have of mine back there, and I wanted to show that I'm waiting for them to come in. That's my new version.
Oh,
hell yeah.
nice.
So the cat is better.
I was gonna say he's got glasses on.
The writing reflects my stuff, my work, and I added the
Yeah.
Rumble logo at the bottom to it.
Oh, that's
Cool.
sweet.
So now the cat looks realistic. It's no longer
Yeah, I like it.
cartoonish. The guitar looks much more crystal, and the leaves look better.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
one right
Sip
here.
showed up
Yeah,
finally.
these look way fucking better.
Oh no!
Dollar
Shit.
store.
Oh yeah, this one over here. I got one over here too.
I'll send you the new one, of course. Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Anyone
Heck
who
yeah,
wants to get
appreciate
it,
it.
absolutely.
Oh,
Thank you for
my.
having me as always.
Heck
Appreciate
yeah.
it. Appreciate it.
If you haven't yet, I hope we have earned your subscription. Like this video, share this video. Sharing is caring is how we get it out there to the world.
Right.
And till next time, everybody.
Thanks for pulling up, chat.
Bye, friends.
Peace.